prominent neoconservative Bill Kristol went on CNN to talk about his attempt to get a third-party presidential candidate against Hillary and Trump. Let's watch.
Spearheading the Republican effort to find a third-party candidate to take on Donald Trump. He's also the editor of the Weekly Standard. Good morning, Bill.
Hi, Alisyn.
How is your effort to find a third-party candidate going?
It's going fine. I mean, it's a tough thing to do. If it were easy, people would do it every 4 years. But there are a lot of serious people who think the country deserves a better choice than Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, and they're considering it. And I think we'll know in a couple of weeks whether someone serious steps up. The mechanical, logistical, legal obstacles are manageable, honestly. The money will be there.
Are they? I mean, but what about the Texas not being able to be on the Texas ballot, the deadline having passed, other deadlines coming up?
I think a legal challenge against the Texas early deadline would succeed. A similar challenge has succeeded in the 80s. You'd have to do a couple of lawsuits, Texas, North Carolina. All the other ballots you can get on. People have some kind of weird interest in telling us how hard this is to do. Let us try to do it. I mean, look, this isn't finding a figurehead, as someone said earlier. This is about getting a serious person who wants to do the right thing for the country. There's several people, Ben Sasse, Tom Coburn, Mitt Romney, have all said they don't think they could support either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. Asking these people to run, that's a huge, hurdle. That's a big obligation for them, and they're pondering it and weighing it. But if they're serious people, and I think one of them will probably do it.
So who's on your short list?
Well, I mentioned Ben Sasse, the young senator from Nebraska.
But he said no.
Impressive. He said no so far. Let's see what he says this week or next week. Tom Coburn, the recently retired senator from Oklahoma, real man of integrity, bipartisan respect in Congress, early advocate for cutting government,
and I think that he said that there might be like health concerns, so that he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, well, look, if you're going to just say that it's tough to do and then no one has stepped forward, yes, no one has stepped forward, yes. Do I think someone could step forward? Yes. Have I been in touch with Sasse and Coburn and Mitt Romney? Yes. Do these people seriously think the country deserves better? Yes. Now, if you guys want to say, oh, well, I mean, I'm sorry, the people have so far have said, no, it can't happen. That's great. Let's have a Trump. You guys would love a Trump-Clinton race. Fantastic news every day, right? Two really unattractive candidates fighting stupidly about their personal lives, fighting with the New York Times. I'd like to have someone run who could really do better for the country.
Yeah. I mean, my job is to be a reality check.
I adore how delusional Bill Kristol is. He's like, there's a chance. There's a chance. You get Mitt Romney, who's so popular, by the way. Ben Sasse. I don't even think his family knows who he is. And Tom Coburn. Tom Coburn, number one, does have health problems. Number two, his approval rating is negative 917%. This guy is living in la-la land, man. He's super delusional. But nobody should be surprised by this because Bill Kristol is the guy who's been wrong about every prediction he's ever made ever. I mean, he's infamous for that. He's notorious for that. I mean, this is the guy, by the way, one of the architects of the Iraq War with all the other neocons, Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, George Bush, so on and so forth. He's the guy who's like, oh, they're gonna greet us as liberators in Iraq, and then the oil's gonna pay for the war, and then it's gonna be over really, really quickly, and then they're gonna have a democracy any day now. And every single one of his predictions was dead wrong. Every one of them. But he's still out there, and oh my God, it was even worse this election. He made an even bigger ass of himself this election because he was the one who was saying, well, look, Donald Trump, he's going to be polling so low he won't even make it to the first debate. Huh? Am I right? Now, to be fair to him, at that point, everybody was saying that. Everybody was saying he's got no shot, including myself super early on. But then after the first debate, Trump won. And you had Bill Kristol tweeting out, hashtag peak Trump. It was his thing. Peak Trump, peak Trump. We've seen peak Trump. He's going to decline now, and a serious person like Scott Walker's going to take over. Know what I'm saying? And then after the second debate, after the third debate, after New Hampshire, after Nevada, peak Trump, peak Trump, peak Trump, peak Trump, peak Trump. Every single time, dead wrong. Now he's got the nomination. He's like, yeah, peak Trump here. If somebody runs third party, here's what I guarantee. Serious person like Tom Coburn will overtake him. Yeah. Dude, I almost want to see Tom Coburn or Mitt Romney or Ben Sasse, one of these people, run just so they can get destroyed in a historic fashion. I'm not sure they'd even get 1,000 votes. I'm not sure. They'd be like, what happened? I thought people really hate Donald Trump. Well, no, the actual base of your party kind of likes him. You know, this idea that he's not liked, that's only in Bill Kristol's circle, in his elite Republican establishment circle with the neoconservatives and the moneyed interests. It's only them who go, I don't know if this guy's controllable, so I don't know. He's kind of fucking, you know, thin-skinned and he's liable to do anything, so I don't know. I don't like him. I'm not sure I can buy him in the same way and he'd be a loyal puppet like Marco Rubio or somebody like that. So it's only in that circle is Donald Trump not liked. Among all the other Republicans, all the Kasich supporters, Cruz supporters, actual average Joes, they fell behind him like that as soon as Kasich and Cruz dropped out. But he doesn't get it. Facts, data, knowledge, information. Bill Kristol doesn't care about any of it. I don't like Trump, so I'm against him. And then the host is like, okay, but it's my job to give you a reality check. You're going to lose. Fine, if you say we're going to lose, then fine. I guess you like Trump versus Clinton. Dude, she didn't say that. She just said this is the reality of it. I don't care about reality. I'm Bill Kristol. I'm a neoconservative. You got that right.